Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Carson, aka Casanova. Welcome to another edition of the Carson Sports Network. I'm here with you to recap what has happened so far, somewhat this week. And if you like this stream, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, so it lets me know how well I'm doing throughout the broadcast. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it. First, we're going to recap some of the scores that happened from last night. So, in the NBA, the Washington Wizards were able to defeat the Philadelphia 76ers 121 to 111. James Harden had 24 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds, while Porzingis had 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks. The Cleveland Cavaliers were able to beat the Boston Celtics 114 to 113 in overtime. Jason Tatum had 26 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, while Garland had 29 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds. The Atlanta Hawks were able to defeat the New York Knicks 112 to 99. DeJounte Murray had 36 points, 9 assists, 5 steals, while I quickly had 11 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists. Also, the Miami Heat defeated the Sacramento Kings 110 to 107. Sabonis had 22 points, 12 rebounds, 8 Hornets 106 to 88. Kelly Oubre had 24 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, while Javonte Green had 17 points, 8 1-on-1. Paul George had 28 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, while Sagoon had 26 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. The Milwaukee Bucks, excuse me, my bad, defeated the Detroit Pistons to still keep their record undefeated at 7-0. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 32 points, 12 rebounds, 5 steals, while Isaiah Stewart had 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 block shot. Also, the Toronto Raptors visited the San Antonio Spurs, and they crushed the San Antonio Spurs 143 to 100. Siakam had 22 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds, while Jones had 7 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. The Dallas Mavericks were able to defeat the Utah Jazz 103 to 100. Luka Doncic had 33 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds, while Jordan Clarkson had 22 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. Also, the Memphis Grizzlies defeated the Portland Trailblazers 111 to 106. Desmond Bain had 29 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, while Nurkic had 23 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. And finally, the Los Angeles Lakers won for just a second time, defeated the New Orleans Pelicans 120 to 117 in overtime. Anthony Davis had 20 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 block shots, while McCollum had 22 points, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. Also, switching gears to baseball now, the Houston Astros used a 5-run fifth inning to beat the Philadelphia Phillies 5-0 and tie the series at 2 games apiece. Also, the headline in that game, the Houston Astros pitching staff combined to no-hit the Philadelphia Phillies, and it was the second no-hitter ever recorded in World Series history, and the first time to be done since 1956. But if you include all the no-hitters in playoff history, I think it's the third overall. Also in hockey last night, the Toronto Maple Leafs defeated the Philadelphia Flyers 5-2, while the Buffalo Sabres defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-3. There were a couple of college football games that took place as well. Central Michigan defeated Northern Illinois 35-22, and Bowling Green defeated Western Michigan 13-9. Now, in terms of what's going to happen for today, Houston visits Philadelphia again. I believe the probables for tonight's game is Justin Verlander going up against Noah Syndergaard. In hockey action tonight, you got the Tampa Bay Lightning hosting the Carolina Hurricanes. Ottawa Senators hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. Washington Capitals are on the road. They're going to be facing the Detroit Red Wings. The Boston Bruins will visit the New York Rangers. St. Louis Blues are hosting the New York Islanders. Winnipeg Jets are hosting the Montreal Canadiens. The Seattle Kraken will be taking their hockey ways on the road to Minneapolis to take on the Minnesota Wild. LA Kings are set to visit the Chicago Blackhawks. The Edmonton Oilers are hosting the New Jersey Devils. The Calgary Flames are hosting the Nashville Predators. Dallas Stars will be going on the road to take on the Arizona Coyotes. Anaheim Ducks to visit the Vancouver Canucks. And finally, San Jose will host the Florida Panthers. In college football tonight, you get Rice hosting UTEP, while Appalachian State is set to visit Coastal Carolina. All right, so I believe there's a couple of NBA games on tonight. The Golden State Warriors are a 9-point favorite as they visit the Orlando Magic, while the OKC Thunder are going to be hosting the Denver Nuggets, with the Nuggets being a 6.5-point favorite. This week in the NFL, starting with tonight's game, the Philadelphia Eagles will be on the road to take on the Houston Texans. Now, for Sunday's action, the Washington Commanders are going to be hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Carolina faces the Cincinnati Bengals. The Buffalo Bills faces the New York Jets. Patriots to host the Indianapolis Colts. Las Vegas to visit the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bears are going to be hosting the Miami Dolphins. The Green Bay Packers will be on the road to take on the Detroit Lions. Chargers to be on the road to take on the Atlanta Falcons. The Arizona Cardinals to host the Seattle Seahawks. LA Rams will be on the road to take on Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Sunday Night Football, you've got Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, to host the Tennessee Titans. And then the Monday Night Football game, you get the Ravens going on the road to take down the New Orleans Saints. Now, currently, there are 6 teams on the bye for this week. The Browns are on the bye, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Giants, the Steelers, and the 49ers are all on the bye this week in week 9. Now, switching gears here in terms of the college football update for week 10. Some of the key games that are going to be happening in college football this week. The Duke to be visiting Boston College. Number 23, Oregon State to go on the road, take on the Washington Huskies. Also, number 2, Ohio State to visit Northwestern. Texas A&M to host the Florida Gators. Number 17, North Carolina Tar Heels to go on the road, take on Virginia Cavaliers. Number 19, Tulane to go on the road, take on Tulsa. Wisconsin to host Maryland. Nebraska to host Minnesota. Iowa will be on the road, take on the Purdue Boilermakers. Number 7, TCU will be at home, taking on Texas Tech. Kentucky, I'm seeing now as a 1-point favorite on the road to take on Missouri. Also, Oklahoma to host Baylor. Number 8, Oregon will be on the road to face Colorado. Number 15, Penn State on the road to take on the Indiana Hoosiers. Pittsburgh to host number 20, Syracuse. Here's one of the biggest matchups of the weekend. Number 1, Tennessee to take on number 3, Georgia, with Georgia being an 8-point favorite. Oklahoma State, who are currently number 18 in the country, to go on the road to take on the Kansas Jayhawks. Memphis to host number 25, the UCF. Stanford will be hosting Washington State. Iowa State will be facing West Virginia. Illinois will face Michigan State Spartans, as Illinois is the number 16 team in the country. Liberty will be on the road to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. Cincinnati will be at home taking on the Navy Midshipmen. UNLV will be on the road to take on San Diego State. Boise State to host BYU. Number 13, Kansas State to host number 24, Texas Longhorns. Alabama Crimson Tide will be on the road to take on LSU, where Alabama is number 6 in the country, LSU is number 10. SMU to host the Houston Cougars. Notre Dame to host the number 4 Clemson Tigers. Arizona will be on the road to take on number 14 Utah Utes. South Carolina will be on the road take on Vanderbilt. Number 5, Michigan Wolverines will be on the road take on Rutgers. The Florida State Seminoles will be on the road take on the Miami Hurricanes. Mississippi State Bulldogs will be at hosting the Auburn Tigers. Number 22, NC State Wolfpack will be hosting number 21 Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Number 9, Southern California to host California Golden Bears. And number 12, UCLA Bruins will be on the road as they take on the Arizona State Sun Devils. And these are some of the key games for college football for week number 10. Don't know if there's not any much. Speaking of the news, there have been a few trades that we talked about that had taken place, put in the NFL, but I don't know if I can. Oh, the Dolphins, Miami Dolphins had signed Bradley Chubb to a massive extension. They got him from the Denver Broncos. So that was one of some of the headlines. Yeah. Also, other than that, there really is not as much to talk about as it pertains to that. Also, the Colts running back Jonathan Taylor had tweaked an ankle, hopefully to play in Week 9, but hopefully he'll be okay. Yeah, so this is some of the headlines that was going on in the world of sports. Uh, Hey, once again, I thank you very much for tuning in. It's always been a pleasure. I always like to come in here and talk sports with you guys, let you know, keep you in tune on what's going on in the sports world, business. Once again, my name is Carson Pierre Louis, aka Casanova. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in more content, please subscribe to this channel, and that'll be greatly appreciated. Once again, I thank you very much for your support, and hope to hear from you again soon. Anyway, have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. All right, thanks.